full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Mostert. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Jacobs again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down at 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down at 4, Lawrence flush to his right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run with Mostert, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
70 ranges. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Lawrence. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Shreds the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career back in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Joker, 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 Joker. Who's off workers?
Play action. It's Lawrence. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Jeudy. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Set, 15, line it, 15 line. Takes 3, 218, chop, fly.
Here's Mostert, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now the rookie's free.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It's simply...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okuebuna there to make the grab. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence over the middle, complete to Judy. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Running right through him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And now a fumble. The ball's out. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos first down.
Here's Mond. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Mond. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Mond. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
You ready? 10 black.
They'll run it with Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is You stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.